Hey everyone, what's going on? It is Wednesday night, January 27th. That means it's time for another episode of The Masked Dancer. You're currently watching The Masked Dancer pre-show live stream for episode 5, aka The Super 6. And yes, that is a lot of things to say together. It's quite cold out today. I don't know where you guys are joining us from, but I know there's a lot of snow across the United States. In the comment section, while we're waiting for people to populate, go ahead and tell me where you guys are joining us from. And I guess ultimately right now, we'll wait to the chat to come on. I want to make sure that we're not lagging. So let me know if we're live and everything's okay, because the internet was going in and out a little bit today. We got Star Gonzalez from Miami, Logan from Pennsylvania, Renee from Maryland, Captain Persad, from Bradford, Ontario, Canada. More from Miami, Maryland. Clara says it's going to rain. No! A couple people from Florida, Kentucky, North Carolina, California, Mexico, Maryland. Latoya says, can you see your messages? On my phone, if you want to send me a message via my phone, you can send me a message on Instagram at Joey Contino. I'll look him a little bit later. Buffalo, New York, Oregon, Ireland. Lauren from Florida. Hey, Lauren. Colin also we had 2 people from Ireland today. A couple people from Canada. This is fantastic. Texas. And earlier we had someone from Australia waiting. Matthew says New York City. You know, I can see Manhattan from my window. So that's how close I am. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. Right now, I know normally I would say let's start going into everything. But I'm going to talk about The Masked Singer for a second, because for those who don't know yet, you can get your tickets for season 5 of The Masked Singer right now. Just go on camera, audiences with the dashes on them.com, look up Masked Singer. They did originally have 5 different dates. It was like it was the 2nd, the 3rd, the 5th, the 9th, and the 11th, something like that. And now the 11th date is gone already. So if you didn't get your ticket for the 11th yet, that one's completely shot. If you haven't gotten any tickets yet, I would suggest just leaving my video completely, going over there and then signing up for tickets, because the way that it works is you go ahead, you put your information in, and then eventually they'll contact you. But at first, they take in all the tickets. Like, they're taking all the requests, and then from there, they pick who's going to go ahead and get tickets. So even just filling out that quick little like email information thing, it is not like a guaranteed, hey, you're definitely going to get tickets. It's more like just kind of looking to see how many people we have. And of course, knowing you guys, a lot of you guys pick the 11th, just a further date, just so that you have one ready to go. But keep in mind, according to their website, there is a rule now where you can only watch one per season. Of course, that could change down the line. But if you did go ahead and get your tickets already, let me know, because I don't have no idea how you did it, because you get email like saying, someone just said it right here. It says, thank you for submitting your information for tickets. You're now on the wait list. So that's what a lot of people have been getting. Let's see. My Sloth says, I don't want to give away my information. Lauren says, do you have to do it on laptop or a computer, right? I don't know. I have a person who did it via the phone. So as long as it has a camera, you should be good. And a lot of people use an iPad as well. Oh, look, even Caitlin says she used an iPad. 1 second. Like a fuzz on my face. I don't know what that is. But anyway, so there is Masked Singer. Let's talk about Now I Can See Your Voice, or I See Your Voice, because as of today, that got renewed for a 2nd season. It's supposed to be airing around the same time of The Masked Singer Season 5. I feel like they're packaged together at this point. Those 2 will air at the same time, and then this show and Name That Tune will probably air for the same time if that gets renewed for another season. So anyway, James says, hi, Joey. How are you today? I'm doing great. Kane, Tevin says he got his tickets. What date did you get tickets for? Renee, too. I got tickets too. What date, guys? Elijah says, when are the master clues for season 5 coming out? Not for another, let's say, 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks from now. Masked Singer Germany season 4. Colin says the Masked Singer Germany is having season 4 soon, and they released 3 costumes on their Instagram. That's correct. I don't really like their costumes as much, but you can jump on their Instagram and look at it. Evan says, how old is Nala? She is 2. She's not with me right now. Normally she sits right behind me in her little condo. So anyway, let's go ahead and go through tonight's episode. First of all, we do have a guest judge on the show this week. It is Whitney Cummings, who I think we had on. Tell me if I'm wrong. Wasn't she in season 3? I feel like we saw her once again in season 3. I could be wrong. But to me, I feel like I've mentioned her once on this channel before. Let's see what you guys say. Looks like the chat's just a little bit lagged. But you let me know. I don't know. She was on season 3. Oh, okay. Maybe she was on a different show? Who knows? Anyway, let's go ahead and go through what else we know for the night. First of all, you know it's a Super 6. So we get to see all 6 perform in 1 hour. Try to work that one out a little bit just because it's only a 1 hour long episode. So, of course, we'll jump behind us. We have Cotton Candy, Zebra, Sloth, Tulip, Hammerhead, Shark, and Exotic Bird. And from the poll that we put on YouTube, which I haven't even looked at yet, let's look it up. If you, by the way, if you don't know, there's a community tab on YouTube where I write questions and we put things together for you guys to look at. I'm trying to load it. I'm actually not used to using the YouTube app because for creators, it's a different app to go through. And so 531 of you guys voted. 64% of you guys believe that the Hammerhead is going home. And I really don't feel like doing the math on that, so I'm assuming it's about 320. Hey, Google, what is 64% of 532?
The answer is 340.48.
All right, 300 people said that the Hammerhead is going home. So that's probably what's going to happen tonight. I know that's what I kind of put, as you know. I always make the preview video or the preview photo for the live stream, kind of like my guess on who's going home. And so, I mean, I think that's who's going home too. I think that what I have for our top 4 are pretty much going to stay the same. Not in this order, but I feel like Tulip, Cotton Candy are like the 2 best on there, along with the Sloth. And the Zebra is quite fun. So I see us going with these for the top 4. Probably one of these guys, for either the Hammerheads leaving tonight, which we know who the Hammerhead is at this point. Let's just put these in order for a second here. And then you guys tell me if you agree. And then we'll finally go through the clues. I feel like Hammerhead is going to go this week. Next week will be 1 elimination, which I feel like will be the Exotic Bird. I don't know who the top 4 will be yet, but I also feel like Tulip would win it all. Who do you guys think will win it all? I feel like our top 3 contenders would be the Sloth being second, Cotton Candy. Even though Cotton Candy is technically not a professional dancer, but these 2 are, which kind of makes me put them that way. Their boxer right over here. That's what I'm looking at so far. It's just a guess, by the way. What do you guys think? Does that look right to you? Looks up, what do you guys? Lauren says, has Vinny wrote any books? We can check that out. It looks like Vinny did write a book. He wrote The Keto Guido. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that is clever. Keto is the name of a diet, and Guido is just an Italian. So I think he wrote a couple books, 2 books. Keto Guido and Control the Crazy. Oh, he won a New York Times bestseller, by the way, Vinny, which kind of helps out for us. He won it for the, not the Keto Guido, but Control the Crazy, My Plan to Stop Stressing, Avoid Drama, and Maintain Inner Cool. If that doesn't help you with your guess on Hammerhead, I don't know what does. But anyway, Leo says Exotic Bird is going to go home tonight. Hammerhead, then Zebra, then Sloth, and Cotton Candy, then Tulip. Well, Well, there's just a guess for tonight. Anyway, let's go ahead and go through some clues, shall we? Now, I did put up a video an hour, oh no, about 5 hours ago, going through some of the major clues that we have. But to be honest with you, to go through all of them in that way that I did in the episode would kind of take forever. So let's go ahead and go through some of the, let's not say smaller clues, but some of the other ones. So let's start off with the Hammerhead, shall we? So let's jump back up in my clues. All right, this one. Sorry, I'm trying to get this here. So from the first one, he performed Backstreet Boys' Everybody. He didn't look like a professional dancer at all, but he did have a ton of fun on stage. A lot of clues, we saw a lot of water and swimming kind of major themes going on. I know in the beginning we thought maybe this person was one of the Olympic folks because very muscular. In his clue package, he said that he's a workaholic. Things had never came easy to him. He said that he had earned fame that didn't satisfy him in the manner in which he figured it would, saying he withdrew from what his identity was and moved to who everyone thought he needed him to be, what he needed to be. And he said that I understood, I simply was trouble. We saw a bullet, a cup of joe, we saw a burger, we saw a painting, a timer, and a gold medal. And he did say on stage that he gets everybody lit. And his word up clue was dramatic. And in the beginning, if you remember, the panel kind of gave some really off-ended guesses. They thought like it was Carrot Top, Neil Horan, Liam Payne, Joe Jonas, or Zac Efron. As we know now, it's definitely none of them. The next time we saw him was a little bit later on in episode 4. Oh, was it episode 4? Yes, it was. Yeah, episode 4. Means we saw him last week, right? Yes. Okay, sorry. Sometimes these episodes just kind of just jam together in my head. He performed to The Weeknd's Blinding Lights. We still know he's not a professional dancer. He did do some TikTok moves, so someone who maybe potentially is on TikTok in a way. As for clues, Hammerhead says that he wants to show that he has other layers besides his fun side. He said years ago when he first entered the public eye, he had one shot, and he had dropped a major clue about a vision test with a carrot and apple on it, reading, "This is a huge clue." We see him on stage with a microphone. It looks more like a comedy club than you would say at someone who's a singer or a dancer, because it's really tiny, get that brick background, like a New York City comedy club. Then we see a book that says Navigating Shores of Life by E.E. So we definitely know that this person is somewhat of a writer. He mentions being locked in a cage, and we see a jersey number 1 on it. We also see a wedding cake with 2 grooms on it. Okay, and then his word up clue was heartbreaker. So, what are your guys' guesses so far? For the shark, or Hammerhead. I keep calling him that, but so it says Cody Simpson. Now, we don't hear an accent. Cody Simpson definitely has an accent. Renee says Zac Efron is way too famous. It's we're gonna It looks like a lot of you guys are agreeing with the original guesses that we had, which was for Vinny. And where is my marker? I want to write it on the board. Where are we at here? I've got so much stuff on this card, and I can't find my marker. See, guys, this is why you have to organize things. Now, I was busy all day today putting together stuff for tonight's show, and I lost my marker. Well, the only more, oh, here it is. I found it. Don't worry. I like me working on my card. But anyway, here's our masked singer, masked dancer marker. You guys are sticking to this. And if you watched our master list video, by the way, we did mess up on one thing because there was one thing not on the website, which was the world titles. But we're going to go over here with Vinny. Vinny. Now, what clues for you guys lead you to believe that it's Vinny? Like, for example, when you look at the cake with the two grooms on it, what does that lead you to? Because we're going to go ahead and play the pitch correct audio still. But I want to know what made you guys think that it's Vinny. Let's see. So it says he supports gay rights openly. Definitely, I don't think it's Pauly D. Lisa says tomato and carrot because he has his own cooking show and the keto diet. The Keto Guido. I still love that title. I just want to buy that book just so I have it. But Simply Wicked says Vinny and Pauly had mock weddings in Vegas. Didn't know that. Colin says wedding cake refers to Jersey Shore. I didn't see that on there, but Kathy Pross says Vinny and Pauly used to joke about being married. Yep. Fuzzy Pinkett says I think it's Vinny because you said you think it's Vinny. You guys are good. You guys are good. Wrote the veil, so wedding cake. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through the pitch correct audio, shall we? So here's the audio they gave us.
The best part about this experience is being here on my own terms. And last time, I really wanted to show us.
And now here's our pitch correct audio.
The best part about this experience is being here on my own terms. And last time, I really wanted to show I could be the life of the party. But people already know that side of me. So this time, I want to show I'm so much more. I have layers. Years ago, when I first entered the public eye, I had one shot, one opportunity. I didn't want to lose myself. But I sort of did. I gave up my dream of being a lawyer. I was depressed, like I was lost in it. Eventually,
So that's where we have the audio right there. Let's go ahead and compare it to Vinny talking in an interview. Hopefully we find a better one than last time because the audio wound up being really bad. It was actually funny because Vinny was on Jenny's podcast and they talked about really bad stuff. But anyway, let's go ahead and find an interview clip that actually has only him and not Pauly D in it. Because for some reason, they're both in them all the time. Why? All right, here we go. Okay, so here we go. Will you play? Let's see. It is not playing. Let's try this one here.
How would you describe your relationship with her this season?
Strictly sexual.
Again, another Jenny McCarthy interview. I really don't. Jenny, really don't like her. Yeah. All right, let's try this
When you
again.
start having panic?
I mean, it's usually 99% of my life I'm fine, but it's really when I start to live an unhealthy lifestyle, when I don't eat right, when I don't sleep.
Compare that to this.
The best part about this experience is being here on my own terms. And last time, I really wanted to show I could be the life of the party. But people already know that side of me. So this time, I want to show I'm so much more.
What do you think? Does it sound like him? Does it sound like Vinny? Let's see here. Jacob says, did Kevin Jonas? No, because the Jonas Brothers aren't known for like giant partiers. That's why I don't think it's him. Colin says that Jenny's show is finished now. I didn't know that. Yeah, a lot of you guys are saying definitely Vinny. One thing, guys, that I really wanted to point out to you is Vinny, I started, okay, well, I'm going to pull this up. So this is from 2011, August 17th. This place is called AboveTheLaw.com. They said, we reported before on Jersey Shore star Vinny G law school aspirations. Vinny is now talking about his LSAT, so LSAT score and his take on things about the world. So he went on in this interview to talk about how he was taking his LSATs and how just things weren't working out for him. There was a quote in here I wanted to read for you. He says, I have my bachelor's degree and I have my LSAT. So even if I do become an actor, I always want to maybe go back to school to go ahead and be a lawyer. Vinny revealed to reveal his LSATs, but hinted it was subpar. But he told us he's confident about his potential law school application. So you could tell that he definitely was going to be a lawyer and kind of gave it up. I'm assuming for the most part because of this show. Because let's be honest, and no offense to Vinny, because Vinny seems like a really awesome guy, but if you're a famous lawyer, people aren't going to take you serious in the entire field. So I feel bad for him because if it's truly what he wanted to do, he kind of can't do that now. Anyway, let's continue on because we only have 37 more minutes to go. Next, after a list, who would you guys like to go through? Guys, let's go through the exotic bird. I think one of my neighbors is like burning something because it smells like smoke in here. Let's go through exotic bird. Now, we did do a reveal video for the exotic bird. You can go ahead and check out that entire video. Get enough time to watch that and come back in the description of this video. If you go down, we got a reveal video for the Tulip, a reveal video for the exotic bird. We have an exposed video for the Sloth, which I'm going to sit down and do another like full-blown, drawn-out reveal video because that one we went through some of the clues and the major thing at the end. But to me, there's a little more to it. Anyway, so for the exotic bird, who do you guys think it is? Let me know while in this stream, by the way, as we're going through everything. First of all, she did not look like a professional dancer. As we do know, there's only really 2 professional dancers in it this year. The clues were the presence of a narrator talking, kind of giving her story, so she interrupted it. And so she's like, it's my turn. We see bird cages and fireworks when they're dancing on stage, which kind of is a clue right there, just a little bit of a clue. The exotic bird says she's competitive, saying, I started when I was a teenager. Speaking to some of her struggles, she said, I felt attacked a lot for losing, for my relationships, and even just being a big bird. We see a racetrack, the number 17, a bag, a glitter coming out of a gun. Now it's coming over. Perfume. We see a Venus flytrap, Best Buy 07, carton of eggs, baking supplies, and her word up clue was scored. Okay, we have that so far. Next, she says every single day she's on stage is a good day. In the last round of her confidence was overthrown, but she wasn't always the case. Right before the biggest opportunity of her life, she got really sick with a savage bird flu. She could barely breathe, and there was only one person in the world who could help her mama bird. Then we see a small football trophy, and then she walks out to a stadium, which we're assuming maybe is a Super Bowl appearance, and then we see some apple pie. Her word-up clue was number 1, and let's go through the pitch correct audio. Here's the audio they gave us.
Every single day I'm on stage is a good day. Last round, my confidence was overflowing.
And here's the pitch correct audio.
Every single day I'm on stage is a good day. Last round, my confidence was overflowing. But that wasn't always the case. Right before the biggest opportunity of my life, I got really sick with a savage bird flu.
So that is our pitch correct audio. Does it sound like your guesses? Sounds like everyone is stuck between 2 people. Jordan Sparks or Venus Williams. So there is like a comparison. We can kind of go back and forth with these 2 because they both went through some kind of trauma in their professional career. Jordan Sparks went through it was acute vocal strain pretty much, where she had to rest her voice for a while before going on a massive world tour with Alicia Keys, which was a big deal. But with Venus, she also went through a horrible thing. I forget what it was called. Venus. She had to cancel some kind of very big thing. Let's scroll down her Wikipedia page, because that's where I get all my information from, is Wikipedia. Thank you, Wikipedia. She withdrew from the U.S. Open in 2011 following, I can't pronounce that, something syndrome diagnosis. After diagnosis, she adopted a vegan diet as well as reducing her intake of calories and sugars, which helped her get back to match winning fitness. But that means she completely left, while Jordan, on the other hand, went back. And I also don't know what the connection for football would be for Venus, because I really don't see many there. I mean, unless there's something I don't see that you guys know. I mean, it looks like a lot of you guys are saying that it is. Someone says Debbie Ryan. Interesting guess. Now, Jordan Sparks and Venus have a big height difference. Venus is a lot taller, so we definitely would have gone ahead and seen that. But I want my Sloth says the narrator is like Ryan Seacrest narrating every episode of American Idol, which Jordan Sparks is famous for. Well, that'd be kind of cool. But Oma says it could be Shakira. I don't hear any accent. Shakira has a little bit of an accent when she talks. So someone says Debbie Ryan. I don't believe it's Debbie Ryan either. I don't know the football connection there. But okay, so you guys are saying Jordan. We're gonna write Jordan on the board. I just wrote Jordan Woods just because of the other season of The Masked Singer. Okay. Now we only have a half an hour. We only got through 2 characters. So we need to pick this up just a little bit. Anyway, let's go ahead and go through other things real quick. If you haven't done it yet, make sure you are subscribed and make sure you hit that bell icon next to that subscribe button. That helps with many different things, especially when you like and comment in the sections on YouTube, no matter what video. Because what happens is that when we put videos, the algorithm for YouTube will push us just a little bit further if everyone is liking, they're commenting, and if they have that bell icon on. So make sure you do all those things when we do post new videos. As you know, we started a new thing where I'm watching the show live with you guys, but I'm also cutting up videos and putting them online right away. Whether it being guesses, whether it be include packages, we won't do performances because all the music is copyrighted, but I'm doing my best to go ahead and cut up all of those things, edit them together, and put them online roughly 10 minutes after they aired on TV. So if you're in California and you don't want any spoilers, then don't go on YouTube because I'm not just the only channel doing that. So make sure you are going and you're coming back to our videos. Hopefully by 9-10, I'll put the person who's revealed on this channel. That way you guys can go ahead and enjoy it. So let's go ahead and continue on. Let me get a cup of coffee, shall we? Julia picked these ones out. It's pretty cool. Anyway, let's continue on. And we'll make this just a little bit faster. We're going to go with the zebra. Let me know who you think the zebra is in the comments section. So with the zebra, he says, you haven't seen me in a while, someone who's been out of the spotlight for a bit. To be honest, I've kind of fallen out of the limelight, but I know a thing or two about running on a low gas tank. I grew up in a rough neighborhood. He mentions that a lot, actually, where there was a lot of, where there was only one kind of love, tough love. New kids moving into my block only meant more street fights. He talks about fighting. Those teenage years left me aching in my heart. Don't break my heart. My achy, breaky heart. Anyway, there's only one direction to go, up. It was time to earn my stripes and become a larger-than-life person. Fast forward all these years, and now the president knows my name. So someone very big, someone who fights, the president knows his name. I'll tell you, sometimes my life truly feels inside out. But being on the show right now is so important to me. It's a big part of my second act, shifting back into higher gear. And once again, I'll never stop. Visual clues included a medal, the number 11, the red car with OS written on it, and a hot dog costume. His word up clue was comeback. Let's see. Wow, it looks like everyone is guessing Oscar de la Hoya. Interesting. Sloth says, which president? Wait, to look up Oscar de la Hoya. We do have more clues, by the way. And you're right, I skipped movie clues because they acted as though he was on a movie set action, and the car had a number and a date on it. But because we're running out of time, I'm not going through every single one of them. But if you look up Oscar de la Hoya and president, he did mention one time that he was thinking about running for president, right? But there is a photo, if you Google it, there's a photo with him with Donald Trump. So it is possible that Donald Trump, it looks like they're actually at the ring. So it is possible that the president did actually know him. So the next clues after that, because I've been since my golden promotion for to ZEO, I almost said CEO. Our mission at Zebra Inc. is to help others, especially those who may not been able to help themselves. Childhood was hard, once again, surrounded by poverty and crime. Where the heck did he grow up in, Oscar? He was born in Montebello. We talked about that before, which was considered downtown Los Angeles, which was bad at one point. So that does kind of work out. A lot of gangs over there. So, Joey, yes, I don't think that's him, though. Joey Giraffe, he does have 4 books. I don't think it's him either. So let's finish up these clues. We had the CEO desk plate. We had the UFC. We saw cinnamon and a broken record, and his name was Champion. His word up clue was Champion. And I just want to see, what does he do for a living? Golden Boy Promotion / Ring.tv. I don't know what he does now. Doesn't he run his own company? He runs his own boxing company, as far as I can see here. So he is the CEO, if you kind of get that hint right there. Now here is the pitch correct audio. We'll go ahead and play just a few seconds of their audio, and then we'll go ahead and go into ours, just because we are running out of time. So here is what they gave us for the zebra.
You haven't seen me in a while. I've kind of fallen out of the limelight, but I know a thing or two about running on a low gas tank.
Now here is our pitch correct audio.
You haven't seen me in a while. To be honest, I've kind of fallen out of the limelight, but I know a thing or two about running on a low gas tank. I grew up in a rough neighborhood where there was only one kind of love.
Now let's go ahead and play some audio of him speaking. That way we can compare the audio. Interview. Okay, here we go. Fast forward.
We were somewhat in jeopardy to go. It was up.
You know, it's the first time. It's like, yeah, I'll go and get that heat off my back. You know.
You haven't seen me in a while. To be honest, I've kind of fallen out of the limelight, but I know a thing or two about running on a low gas tank.
It does sound like him. It does sound like him, my friends. And it kind of does add up with it. Lauren, what do you think? You think it's Oscar as well? You guys are saying Oscar for the most part, so I'm gonna write it on the board for you. Anyway, 22 minutes. Man, we are we're behind schedule. Let's go ahead and jump to the next person, and that would be the cotton candy. Okay, cotton candy clues, cotton candy clues. Where is it at? That's not it. That's not it. Sorry, I got so many notes. Here we go. So her voice sounds young. She is definitely a perfectionist, but things in her life haven't always been so sweet. We see a plate of breakfast food, which has side of beans, which everyone says is an English kind of breakfast. We saw a drawing board with a wizard's hat. She says in order to achieve her dream, she had to move in with a new family. When she did, she was just a kid. She definitely sounds like she's some kind of child star. We see a clock that has 1, 2, 3, 4, E, F, 7, 8, I, 11, 10, 11, L, which is life backwards. We saw the bird with the exclamation point. She talked about her fans who support her. She's someone who's obviously some kind of gymnastics kind of person, maybe someone who's on YouTube. She says she's a fighter, and we see cupcakes with big lips and lashes on them. Her word up clue was prime time. Then we saw her again just a little bit later down, which, come on, playoffs. That's not here. Keep going down. As you know, she did fall. She was in the air. And she is someone who's very flexible, because someone who would have fallen from that height would have gotten seriously injured. She said she grew up in a place where life was carefree and simple. She grew up in a place where life was carefree and simple for everyone else but her. It was so hard to balance practice with everything else in my life. I missed out on so many milestones, and I started to feel iced out for my kids at age, and I even missed my high school prom. Me want to scream sometimes, but all these years later, I'm truly grateful for the sacrifices I made here. Once again, I'm taking a big risk. My last performance was just me and my partner. Tonight, I'm with a group of most talented dancers, blah, 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 blah. Visual clues were ice, lipstick, hawk, with an American flag, a peace sign, yeah, the 2 numbers. And the word clue was team player. And you guys are all guessing Gabby Douglas. And let's go through the pitch correct audio for the cotton candy. This is the audio that they gave us.
I'm definitely a perfectionist, but things in my life haven't always been so sweet. Growing up, I was kind of an all-around whiz kid.
And here's the pitch correct audio.
I'm definitely a perfectionist, but things in my life haven't always been so sweet. Growing up, I was kind of an all-around whiz kid. I had big plans, but in order to chase my dreams, I had to move in with a new family.
It's funny because everyone in the comment section is saying Douglas. Then we saw the cornflakes in the boxes for someone else. All right, so let's compare the voices, okay? Here's Gabby Douglas talking.
I think life just throws you rocks, and it's just like, how are you going to deal with the situation? And it defines your character.
And our pitch correct audio.
I'm definitely a perfectionist, but things in my life haven't always been so sweet. Growing up, I was kind of an all-around whiz kid.
It does sound like her. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? Now, the question was and is, did she leave her home and her parents to go ahead and get where she is today? And it's funny because if you actually if you Google that, there's an article that comes up, I believe, something with gymnastics, but it said something like Gabby Douglas left her parents for her Olympic dream. She left her age at 14. So if we read this article here, it says when Gabby Douglas was 3 years old, her and her sister Arlene taught her how to do a simple cartwheel. From there, Gabby began to improvise, doing more things, and she got talented and really enjoyed it. She said things happened fast. After one trial class, the owner of the gym placed Gabby in a talent opportunity program, also known as TOPS, a program affiliated with the U.S. Olympics for youth girls. The initial challenge and boost of confidence set Gabby's goal in motion. Her first year, Gabby worked on strength and building. Then it talks about how she built herself up. There's one part here I want to read you real quick. So here we go. Gabby wanted to make the Olympic team, and she believed she could realize that dream by working with Chow, which is another organization for Olympics. The only issue was that if Gabby wanted to pursue such an extreme move, she would have to do on her own. For Gabby's family relocating to Des Moines, where this is where they take place, is not an option. So Gabby decided whether or not to do her dream was worth leaving her family, but she decided when she was only 14. So after a while, she finally decided to leave her home at Virginia Beach and travel 1,000 miles to Iowa to work with Chow. That's right. She moved in with a host family, the Partons, who also had a daughter in training with Chow. And then from there, she went ahead and became a gymnastics with the team. And now, of course, she went to the Olympics, and we have Olympic gold medalists there. Gabby herself, she has how many gold medals? 3. From 2 from 2012, 1 from 2016. She works as an individual. She works as a team with gymnastics. A lot of balance clues there. So, yeah. Woo. I think it's safe to say you guys are right with Gabby Douglas. Let's write that down. And we got 2 more to go. We got 16 minutes to go. Tonight's going to be insane. I'm going to move my chair for a second. And while we're doing this, make sure once again, you go ahead, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that icon for the bell icon, okay? So, Gabby. Doug. Next, we have the Sloth and the Tulip. I've done reveal videos for both of them already. So we know exactly who they are, but for giggles, let's go through them all. Lauren says the family of Dolly. Ashton says the family Dolly Parton. I don't believe so. But Christina is right. Oscar has 1 gold medal, and Gabby has 3, which equals 4 medals. So, all right. So, anyway, let's go through Max's clues. I mean, the Sloths. Sorry, I kind of gave that one away already. We'll go through his clues real quick. I mean, as you know, we did do a reveal video for him, so it's kind of easy. Who do you think the Sloth is? Let me know in the comment section. Someone says Max or Will. Who's Will? Will who? Someone says Harry Styles. It's Matthew Lucero. Capricorn Gotcha Girl says RuPaul. I don't think it's RuPaul. There's no accent there. 2 people are saying Pharrell. It's not Pharrell Williams. Definitely not. It doesn't sound like him. Someone says Harry Styles. Well, pretty much for the most part, we're all going with Maxim. We only have 14 minutes. It's hard to go through all the clues, but we did do a reveal video for him. He says that he starts up as a kidder. He says, when I was a kid, I had a bad accident. People talked down and dirty to him and said it was a Mickey Mouse operation, but he didn't give up, and now he wakes up each day stronger than yesterday. And when he was doing what he loved the most, he felt alive. He says he's here to inspire a whole new generation to never stop chasing your dreams. We saw the DR badges, the flask for the laboratory, the 2. They were mixing colors, by the way. It was yellow and blue, which is Ukrainian colors, and it's becoming green. We saw a toothpaste. It said really Glee, but it's really Gleam. But it said Dancing with the Stars on top, but, dancing D with the WTS, Dancing with the Stars. And a solo cup with the number 13. His word up clue was Broadway, because this person was on Broadway. Then we saw another clue package. He, once again, joked a lot. He said it's not hard for stars like him to dance because he had a lot of fun, and he's a dancer. He said when he was young, he had to move to a new place with a new language. He didn't fit in. Eventually, he got a reputation as a bad boy. And the truth is, I was afraid to show people my real me. I don't believe it for a second because he always shows himself. But he goes, I took a chance and jumped, and it worked. I learned so much about myself. And blah, 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 blah. We saw sports balls, a lot of different kinds of sports. We saw a boombox. We saw an I love you card and a clapper board, clap, clap. And his word up clue was leading mad. He also talked about being a bad boy. And you know this person is known as the bad boy. And so let's go through the pitch correct audio for the sloth. Here's the audio they gave us.
You think I'm slow like other sloths? Think again. I'm the muscles from the jungle. Just kidding. I worked hard.
And here's our pitch correct audio.
You think I'm slow like other sloths? Think again. I'm the muscles from the jungle. Just kidding. I worked hard to get to where I am today. When I was a kid, I had a bad accident. People talked down and dirty to me.
So, I mean, we've revealed that it's Maxim. If you want to go ahead and watch that reveal video, we do have it in the link below. Let me read this real quick. Lauren says, the show might be wrong a little with the master list because Jordan and him together have been on Broadway 4 times. The show says 3 Broadway appearances, and that's true. When we went through the master list, it came up, actually went through it yesterday with Jordan's reveal video. It came up as 4 Broadway appearances, 2 for Jordan and 2 for Maxim. Sometimes the clue packages they give us are just not 100% accurate. Maybe someone messed up when they did their job and they decided to stick it with their gut and go, no, we'll leave it at 3. Yeah, maybe we'll just throw them off. Because as we know in Masked Singer Season 4, it seemed like that's what they were doing. They were throwing us off the curve a lot. I don't know why. Now, just so everyone knows, Dancing with the Stars and the producers for Masked Singer, Masked Dancer, So I Could See Your Voice, are all the same producers. So from time to time, people appear from different shows on our show. For example, Bill Nye, the science guy, was on Dancing with the Stars. So was Maxim. See what I mean there? See what's going on there? You know, if you go back in the other episodes of The Masked Singer, you'll notice that connection as well. It seems like every single season, we have at least 2 to 3 people that were on Dancing with the Stars on these shows. Look it up. I promise you. You're going to be like, what? He's right. I know. I think I'm the whiz guy, like the Wikipedia guy for everything Masked Singer and Masked Dancer. I don't know why. It just became my thing. Isn't it weird? It's now my thing. People message me, hey, you're the go-to person. What do you think about this? By the way, I found something very interesting. Yesterday, within 2 minutes apart of each other, 2 of the men in black started following me on Instagram. Very bizarre. I don't know why. And it was weird because I've been following them for a year now, or over a year now. And at the same time, they followed me. Seems like someone had a meeting and said something. And my name came up. And then, oh, we gotta follow this dude. We gotta see what he's doing. So, we do know you watch us, Fox. Where's the crab? Where's the crab? Crab 4, Season 5. Anyway, we have 1 more person left and 9 minutes to go. I want my Sloth says, where's Julia? Why isn't she bothering you? Julia's at work. Julia won't be home until like 10 o'clock tonight. So I'll have the TV all to myself. I'll have Nala all to myself. Woohoo! Anyway, let's go ahead and go through the Tulip. That's the last person. Oh, we didn't write Maxim on here yet. Maxim, you're a good girl. Na, 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 na. There we go. Maxim. Now it's time for the, you like it? And just, now it's time for the Tulip, which we already revealed. She was the first one we revealed. She is the most requested character on this entire show. Let's go through some of the clues that we have for her. We're not going to go through too many of them just because there's like 5 minutes left before I got to start wrapping up. She says, hey guys, I thought I wouldn't have anything to talk about, but then I found this gem. I don't want this to sound like one of those good guy, bad guy stories, but growing up, I was teased all the time. My confidence tumbled. I tried my best to not let my trolls get in my head. I packed up my things and found a new place that's sunnier and a sunnier place to call home where people were chill with the strange things about me. For the first time, I felt I could really breathe and be myself. We saw the number 11. We saw cereal. It said mini seeds on it. We saw a yearbook with different photos in it, including Glee Club. We saw a ticket for AL-DC Then from there, her word up clue was triple. The next episode of that says, last time you saw me, I tapped like there was no tomorrow. I feel like a rock star. The toughest part about this competition has been keeping mum about it to everyone I know, especially to my best bud, Jojo Siwa. Oh, we used to be super competitive. I could see she was so great at everything, and I wanted everyone to see me the same way. Jojo Siwa. Eventually, we realized, why waste time arguing? Am I right? Because Jojo Siwa and her used to argue all the time on Dance Moms. Whenever I feel frozen in place, she's the one to hype me up. Who hypes up people like crazy? Jojo Siwa, right? Yeah. Anyway, and she taught me that to connect with people, I have to be vulnerable and show emotion, which is very different from my last performance. Blah, 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 blah. Visual clues was chalk, a pyramid, eclipse, and the word up clue was princess. And I'm pretty sure you've all gone ahead and already watched the reveal video for the Tulip on this channel. But who do you think it is? Let me know in the chat right now. Lauren says that I feel like we need a video with Joey and JoJo. My God. I don't even know how that would work out. Do you guys have Twitter? I don't think JoJo even has a Does JoJo have a Twitter? He does. If I put something on Twitter, will you guys retweet it? My fans think that you and I should do a video together because we both have strong personalities. Mask dancer. So I just put a tweet on Twitter out to JoJo. If you have a minute, retweet it and like it. JB says, just watch vid on who you think the exotic has really figured it out, but disagreed on what you thought apple pie clue meant. Anyway, so go ahead and do that now. That way we can get her attention and maybe we can have her in a video. So if you have a Twitter, jump on Twitter. My Twitter name is @JoeyContino, just like pretty much everything else. So go ahead and retweet that and like it, and hopefully we get her attention. But anyway, you guys are pretty much saying that it is a fight between Charlie and Mackenzie Ziegler, whatever her name is. And it's funny that we're still fighting over this, even though I already revealed that it was Mackenzie. So if you want to watch that reveal video, go ahead and watch that in the comment section. We only have about 2 minutes left, so that's why I'm not going to go and do all the audio and such. And I still have to set up because I work off of 2 computers and the TV while I'm watching the show. So, Mackenzie. So, just a recap. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that bell icon is pressed. That way, when I put up a new video, which we'll have about we'll have 7 brand new videos between now and 9:30 tonight. So there'll be the reveal videos, there'll be videos of the clues and the judges' best guesses. And just to recap, we believe that tonight the Hammerhead, which is Vinny going home. We think that next week, Jordan Sparks, which is Exotic Bird, will be next. Our top 4 is Zebra Oscar. We have Cotton Candy Gabby. Cotton Candy Gabby. It sounds like it's actually a flavor of an ice cream or something. We have the Sloth, which we're saying is Maxim. And the Tulip, which is Mackenzie. So, if you haven't done so yet, please like this video. And Lauren says, sorry if I don't see any message from anyone on Instagram. I'm taking a break for personal reasons. I hope you're okay, Lauren. But anyway, let's go ahead and I'm going to go. Oh gosh, I literally woke up 10:30 this morning to film the video that I put up earlier. So I've been doing Masked Dancer, Masked Singer stuff since 10:30 this morning. So almost 12 hours of the Masks universe. So anyway, I'm still working on my YouTube, on my website for you guys. Eventually, it'll be online. I'm actually just waiting. I'm waiting for Google to approve the ads on it. The website does exist. You can actually go on. It's called latenightrecap.com. There's just no ads on it yet. But hopefully in the next week and a half, we'll finally get approval for that. Anyway, I'm going to go. Once again, I'm Joey. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. And hopefully the first video will be coming within the next 10 minutes, okay? So we'll see what happens during the show. I'm Joey. See you later. Bye.